Hello! Today I'm going to make some ribs. Not just any ribs. I'm going to actually make them in the Instant Pot. Well, one of the steps will be making them in the Instant Pot. I'm going to smoke them on my electric smoker first for 45 minutes with some apple wood. And then we're going to put them in the Instant Pot. And then we will put them in the oven with barbecue sauce under the broiler just to caramelize that sauce. So right now, this is actually the night before, but I'm gonna put some rubs on. The first one, I like doing two different ones just because people like, different flavors. First one is Chef Jeff's Sweet Mama Bold Barbecue Rub. This actually, my neighbor is Chef Jeff, and he gave us this at Christmas one time. This is a great rub. It's sweet. It was just delicious. The two I tried when I tested this recipe between Arthur Bryant's and the Chef Jeff's. I like the Chef Jeff's better. My wife liked the Arthur Bryant's better. If you've never had Arthur Bryant's, take a trip down to Missouri to Kansas City. That is the best barbecue and you will not leave full, I guarantee it. So Chef Jeff's and Arthur Bryant's are the two rubs I'm going to use. So let's get these ribs open. What I got is a pack at Costco. I was at my local grocery store the other day and they actually had buy one get one free. So that was a heck of a deal. But these Costco ribs, I've had them before and sometimes they just get so fatty, but just look at them, make sure they're meaty enough and not going to be full of fat. These should be really good ribs. They they have a lot of meat on them. So I'll get these opened up and then we'll get the rubs on. Real quick before I get into the way I put the rubs on here, I want to show you, to get this membrane off, you want it off because it helps get the smoke into the meat and it acts as a barrier. So what I do is I just take a butter knife like that, run up one of the bones and then just pry it up, and usually it comes off fairly easy. Now I've in the past bought frozen ones and they just come apart like crazy. The membrane just tears. It is just not an easy thing to do on frozen ones. But that's left a little at the top here. But it's generally pretty easy if you get that knife under there and get it started. It's not that big of a deal to get it off. But for flavoring of the meat, you really want to get this off. And maybe if your butcher is good, if you go to a butcher shop, maybe they'll take it off for you. Okay, here we go. This tray, I got two trays. There was 3 racks of St. Louis ribs in there. Normally I do 2. Thankfully I have 2 pressure cookers, so this will work out good for me. Normally in a rack of ribs you can fit 2, I cut them in half, 2, how do you want to say that? 2 half racks in the 8-quart Instant Pot pressure cooker. So the back side here, I'm just going to season them up. Just coat them. Make sure you get everything coated. You want this to sit and all night. Let it sit. You can do it like they say a minimum of an hour. I just like to sit it all night. Look, when I did the test batch for these, I did about 5 hours. I think we had them in there, and it was good. It was very good. But I think it could have had more flavor had I let them sit overnight. So now we got the back side. Just do the same thing on the front. Just cover it. Get the edges. You want to get everything coated. You get your ends and kind of push it up there. You give a nice coating on these. It's all flavor. It's just like when you make spaghetti. Spaghetti's good, but the next day it's even better because the flavors have time to all blend together. Everything mixes up. So maybe you didn't know that, maybe you do, but I always find leftover spaghetti to be better than the first time. There we go. And that's really it for that. I'm going to cover this with Reynolds wrap, aluminum foil, and then we'll throw it in the fridge overnight. This tray I did the Chef Jeff's. The other tray I'll do the Arthur Bryant's, and then when we get done cooking them and we taste test, I'll tell you with letting them sit longer if I taste a difference or not. But two very good rubs, and everyone has their own. If you have a rub that you like, put it in the comments and I'll try it. Let's get these wrapped up and put in the fridge. It's really quick. I want to show the difference in these rubs. This is a Chef Jeff on this side, and this is Arthur Bryant's. And as I was putting it on there, my wife said that the Arthur Bryant smells delicious, so I just wanted to show you the difference in how they look. Alright, here we go. Second step of the smoked ribs. Smoked and then Instantpot cooked ribs. This is my Bradley smoker. It's an electric smoker. It takes the pucks. These are apple. I like the sweetness of the apple. I know I've talked to people and they say that they can't really tell the difference between different woods for smoking, but if you cook the right meats and with the wrong wood, you'll notice a difference. Like I did some ribeyes, smoked them, and they were really sweet. I didn't care for that. So I'm gonna try it again with hickory, and I'll probably film that. But all I'm gonna do is I got this going. It's smoking really good. I'm gonna throw the ribs on there in 45 minutes. That's all I'm gonna go. So here we go. These aren't very expensive smokers. One thing I'll tell you about them though, don't use them in the winter. Or these, I mean, you can get upgrades and everything to them, or you can get a propane smoker if you want to smoke in the winter and do this. But I wouldn't try to use this electric one in the winter because it will not maintain the temperature. So if you wanted to do a straight smoke just on this, which I've done, like a 6-hour smoke on ribs, it just doesn't get the temperature that you're gonna need to get that smoke done, to get them cooked through. So let's let these smoke 45 minutes and then we'll come back and get them in the Instantpot. We got the ribs off the smoker. I already dumped 1 cup of water into the Instantpot. I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. I don't know if it adds flavor or not. I saw it somewhere, I thought I'll try it. And I tried it on the last batch I made, and it wasn't bad, so I don't want to ruin a good thing. All I'm going to do is throw these in there, and since I'm doing 2 sets of them, I'm going to put 3 in each Instantpot. That's simple as that. And if you have an Instantpot, you'll know how to do this. Slap the lid on, go to sealing, and we're going to set our time, pressure cook, and we're going to go 22 minutes. You can go less if you like a chewier rib. 22 minutes, they're going to be fall off the bone. Some people say 25 minutes. You could do that. One thing I forgot to mention earlier, and we started. One thing I forgot to mention earlier with the smoker, I don't smoke it at a high temperature. I'm not cooking the ribs on the smoker. All I'm trying to do is get the smoke flavor into the ribs. So I'm going to give you a number about 150 is about where it sits. I can get it to go higher, especially on a warm day like this, but I want just the smoke. It's the same as when I do my ribeyes. I smoke them at a really low temperature just to get the smoke flavor into the meat. We're going to let this cook 22 minutes and then we'll come back and taste them, see how they turn out. Guess what? It's done. I let this naturally depressurize rather than venting it. I've never cared for the way meat comes out when I open the vent on it. It pulls the moisture out of the meat. It makes it really dry. I do not care for that. So that's why I do it the way I do. Get something to get this out of here with. These bones are just sticking out of this thing. So it worked to perfection. See that? Bone fell out. So it's like I said, these bones are completely coming out of here. This is how we want them. Maybe not this much, but this is what with the Costco ribs. There's so much fat in them. I'm not bashing Costco ribs. There's just more fat in them than other things. So sorry, than other places that I get ribs. When I get them at the grocery store, they do not shrink out like this. All I'm going to do is pour some of this on here. It's Blues Hog. If you can find this, it is an amazing sauce. A lot of people use Sweet Baby Ray's, but it's nothing compared to Blues Hog. But just put it on there and kind of move it around. And then we're going to throw it under the broiler for 2 to 3 minutes. Well, normally 2 minutes is good. Just want that to caramelize up. There we go. In the oven we go. See you in 2 minutes. Ribs are out of the broiler and we are ready to try them. These things just look amazing. Look at that sauce running off of there. Nice color to them. So I'm going to have my #1 taste tester try them, see what she thinks of them. This is the Chef Jeff's version with the Chef Jeff's rub. And if he sees this and maybe he likes the video, he will send me another bottle of it. We'll see. So let's see what we got here. That's juicy. It's the nice thing about the Instant Pot is you do not lose the juices. Sometimes smoking it you can. What do you think of it?
The flavor is amazing. It's so juicy and tender. It falls right off the bone. It is really, really good.
And that rub is a great rub. It's just got that sweetness to it. And the barbecue sauce is just an amazing sauce. And I talked to the guy that recommended it. He said, everyone loves Sweet Baby Ray's, but you gotta try a Blues Hog. So if you want to try it, I can try to figure out how to get it to you if you don't live near me. I can put a link down in the description and leave a comment if you want me to try to get you some somehow. You will love it. You will thank me. So until next time, have a great day.